Всім привіт! Ви на каналі Вітаю, з вами В'ячеслав, я продовжую проходити Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
We must go back.
Are you crazy? I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You gonna leave him behind too?
I am Groot.
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that to the giant Kratakan army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from.
Gamora!
Is that?
Yes,
How'd you get back?
it doesn't matter. I failed. Raker lives.
For now.
We have to go back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into?
Blah, blah, flarkin' blah. So you got stepdaddy issues and had a horrible childhood. Woo-hoo.
Rocket!
What? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here who had it bad. It don't mean we're angling to commit suicide because some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise nutjob stuff. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D! Dead!
I am Groot.
I'd rather die with honor than without.
Who crawled up her butt and died?
I am Groot.
So, get the Flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
I am Groot.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise him. Okay.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey! Better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon.
I am Groot.
Harsh. Excuse me, I ain't the one advocating to throw ourselves to the Flurkins. Right, Drax?
Yes.
Дуже сильно на наших героях відбилася ця подорож через церкву.
So, Drax, you feeling sucky because Quill took my side?
He explicitly did not.
As far as I know, we ain't turning this ship around and heading back to the Matriarch. I'll take that as a win.
It is matriarch.
I know, I was making a pun, because she's a blue blood. Well, at least on her mom's side.
Hey, Rocket. You got a minute?
Ain't this a nice bench? Perfect for tinkering. Just browsing, huh?
Ну що
All
ж,
right, let's go.
поки що.
You all right there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered by Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it.
One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel. But that's as close as I'm getting to this flarking cult ever again.
Не можна з ним не поводитись.
What?
Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am the warrior. I am the warrior. And heart to heart you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
Want to talk about the guy whose arm you just ripped off?
There's nothing to talk about.
You chopped his arm off.
And that's all I did. He's still out there with Nikki, manipulating her with his slick lies and flarked up promises. Making everybody think... we can't bring them back.
Who did you see? In your promise? Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just... try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Could you move?
Не було, напевно, бачила.
Ooh, so swirly. Is that even a plant? Wonder where Groot picked up that one.
Холодильник все одно не закрили. Де ж Гамора? О, це та льолька.
Oh, why yes. I am the handsome leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora, I was only looking.
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I, actually... never got a chance to say thank you. For the doll.
Oh, no problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
It was very thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting it lightly. Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit. Something Mantis says I need to work on.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls. Once. Stupid, ugly things from Xandar.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was gonna be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be... kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
Do you still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No. I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
Bet Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out, the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
That's... I can't imagine.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it, only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago. After Nebula. After I knew I'd never see her again. It's dumb, but I guess I'd do it for her.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly. How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, Red Rum, Red Rum.
Red what?
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I needed someone like her in my life. Up until then, I'd been so... lonely. After the war, the resistance disbanded. Richard Rider got busy with politics, and the world mine had no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon, not a peacekeeper. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in that place anymore. Because of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
Wow. I'm glad I bought this for you. And I can promise that there are zero strings attached to anything I give you. You're an important part of this team, Gamora.
Thanks, Peter. Truly.
Цікаво, що вона йде із своєї кімнати, а не я. Але дійсно, от за це я люблю і Вартові Галактики. Це реально круто. Оу.
I see you have discovered my criminal record.
Yeah. I guess I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's your rap sheet.
I suppose that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really. After Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No. Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus, sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I awoke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's just, it's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Elanis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
What was it like in the kiln?
You would not have survived the cycle. Why?
I maybe know someone there.
Then pray they died quickly.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow, and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Novacore, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness, and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now, with us. Man, we're not going back to prison anytime soon.
That remains to be seen. Yes, little
Llama.
one.
Talking to me or the llama thing?
I was addressing the creature. She somewhat reminds me of my daughter.
Are Kadathian girls covered in fur?
No, but they are resilient and stubborn, like the creature.
I saw you looking at those emergency door controls. You better not try eating them.
Що він там знову на ламу?
I hope that was llama speak for I will not chew up your shit.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship.
Shoo, flark off.
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
Так, напевно, варто було знати.
How about you, bud? You doing okay? Are you sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there. Yeah, maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy.
I am Groot.
Anything yet?
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
What? Are you okay?
Is fine for moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Нет. This problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
I am Groot.
Що за...
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. Lady Hellbender sends her regards, so-called Guardians of the Galaxy. Prepare to be eliminated.
No, you prepare to be eliminated.
Smooth.
We got this. Probably.
О, дадуть політати. Крутяк.
Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Got a piece of that guy!
Bah! Pathetic.
Direct hit!
Guys, I think they sent the non-lethal legion.
Gah!
These ships ain't dying fast enough!
Fools! You face the best fighters in the galaxy!
Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
She will receive your splintered remains.
Так. Досвід на Менскай.
Stop barking orders, Groot. You
Безслідно
don't
не
even know how to
проходить.
fly her.
Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
More than that Ravager he's worth. Thief.
Багатенько, напевно.
Hang in there, bud. They ain't killed us yet.
Feels
Так.
kind of
Це
good to have
двоє
bounty hunters
залишилось.
after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Not sure how much we
Only
get out of
one
taking that
lethal
crap brain
crap
lap hole in his
One
legion
and
of
all.
crap.
Воу, воу.
That don't
Не
even
всі
make
зараз.
sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
Woo! Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
We're Stratus the Destroyer.
Peter,
My bounty's
I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters. But my cruiser will crush you. Feel that, Guardians?
Ах,
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's, well, I'm sure it's very comfortable.
Keep up the barrage.
That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Your strategy will work.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
Що, навіть не стріляє? А, ні, стріляє чимось.
Lady Skullsuit has the worst flarkin' timing.
Is she here?
Just her goons. This time.
You okay in there, Cap?
Ще й міни після себе залишає. Якось трошки...
Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole galaxy.
A good chunk of them anyway.
Really need to work on our PR.
Треба попрацювати над своїм піаром.
Ooh, right up the exhaust port.
Так. Де ця скотеньока?
Yeah, I don't think these scrap sacks care if the galaxy's under siege. You know, contractors.
We're contractors.
Proves his point. We just tried to dump the problem on somebody else.
We're hit.
Один вузол
Just
залишився, я
kill
так
them
думаю.
already.
There's an art to this.
Ha! Quill just tried to kill splain to the deadliest woman in the galaxy.
I am Clary, warrior of...
Take that, Lady Skullscut.
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it. Yeah, old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Новий Xandar.
Talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open a channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
I am
Have to leave. Power supplies are low. Need access to facilities.
Sneller nog te lukken. Ook de zelfste.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the World Mind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
I am Groot.
I know, bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpant's mistakes.
How may we assist you?
We should report what Raker is up to.
Think the Flarkin World Mind doesn't already know?
We are aware of the current threat, but
And devote no resources toward fighting it.
Just pick something, Peter. How about future crime?
Thank you for being proactive.
However, the galaxy's impending doom makes
All future crimes irrelevant.
I am Groot.
We should tell them about the promise.
Due to the imminent termination of civilization,
we are unable to open new cases.
cases.
I suggest the officers' directory. Certainly the World Mine will be listed there.
After scanning your ship,
Our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected
several officer choices,
Nova's profiling us?
The
allocation of resources for direct
communication
communication.
with us has been denied.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Cadet Nicolette Gold's communication privileges
Are suspended while we investigate
her involvement in unsanctioned cult
activity.
You should force your spawn to answer us.
I can't do that. She's independent.
Hey, Woolberry, got any ideas?
Ugh, I hate bureaucracy. Scroll down, scroll down.
Hey, your cop girlfriend is still listed here. You should,
Rocket!
Oh, right, she's dead. Scroll back up!
Centurion Co-Rel's personal communicator
Has either been destroyed or disabled.
and could not be reached.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry, Quill.
Me too.
This menu again?
Congratulations on your decision to join the Corps. To begin, state your full name,
Designation or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Star-Lord.
Quill's mom!
Shit.
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, muscle brain.
Please state your celestial body.
Or artificial installation of origin.
Someplace.
Earth.
I continue to doubt this strategy.
Finally,
In a few words,
describe what made you want to join Nova Corps.
Because
I
I'm a
want to
sucker.
enforce justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job, boys. Alright, so that was fun, but a complete waste of time. Any other ideas?
Your crippling indecision vexes me, Peter Quill. Choose!
Так.
I can't believe this option doesn't work. This is the core, they should be helping.
Ну, сподіваємося. Так. Так. Минулі.
Do you think turning ourselves in would get their attention?
Nah.
connecting to banking services.
Ха, гроші завжди вирішують.
I can't believe that worked.
Gardeners of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, World Mind, long time no see. It's me, Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
To pay a fine.
No, of course not. You need to save the
The
galaxy.
galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
Is sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter
counter it.
In
In less than 3 cycles,
it has spread from the crew of a single star
our frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3,
75.222
2% of the Andromeda Galaxy.
all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The world mind is collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the Promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth.
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya. They're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it.
Look, we just escaped the Church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not already know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as...
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird, for starters.
How are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hack Nova Corps helmets at ridiculously discounted prices. What? They obviously don't know about it, or they do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the Promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
It is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
Experiential memories
stored
stored
within our files.
Good. So let's pull resources.
However, given the ill-defined
Parameters of such a query, undertaking
undertaking
a
a search protocol at this time is
supervised.
now, if you will excuse us,
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw
draw.
closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the preservation
Of
of
Xandarian culture, all else
else is
is
secondary.
Ain't you seen what your planet looks like? Zendarian culture is a lost cause.
Culture is more than a location.
Where would you even go?
Please understand that
We are not able to disclose information of this nature
to untrustworthy parties.
Untrustworthy my tale.
And how long are you gonna hide from the church, huh? A millennia? Millennia?
As long as it takes.
And if you try to come back, you'll be completely outnumbered.
Zendarian culture will be preserved, but it'll never be safe again.
Point taken. Nevertheless, we must
leave.
Why?
For unknown reasons. The
Church is stockpiling resources.
Its influence has grown beyond all probabilistic.
Models.
Then update your models.
We
We cannot adjust our computations to the enemy's
nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
faith as an energy source
Is illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should not
exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
that is why they fail.
Don't you control the Nova Force? The magical energy that powers Nova Core?
It is not
magical. But yes,
Then how do you explain that one? Because to an outsider, it doesn't seem logical at all.
Thanos used to say it was generated by the living computers of Xandar.
the living computers of Xandar
are the Nova Force. It exists because we exist.
and we exist, therefore it does.
Sounds like you're able to harness your collective energy just like Raker with other people's faith. Maybe the way you do it can tell you how the church does.
Perhaps. You have given us new data to consider.
Guardians of the Galaxy. We will.
Later. Right now we need to
Focus on our departure.
You're still leaving?
We
We did not make this decision without considering
all available options. A complete search.
search of our databanks only revealed
A single entity with the potential
to stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who.
Adam Warlock, the Church's original Golden God.
Unfortunately, he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War,
Great. So no one?
we
We
are
are pleased you reached the same conclusion.
we did.
It appears that our travel preparations
Are almost complete. Farewell, Guardians.
of the Galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
Благополучно в мене немає 7000.
Ah, screw it. If Nova Corps doesn't want to help, then we're not paying their darn fine. Cancel payment.
I knew it! I knew you spent Lady Hellbender's money in nowhere.
You saw me?
You were there?
I was watching your back.
Great. All the way to Seknarf and back, and nothing to show for it.
I'm sorry, all right?
Peter, we've got movement.
I'm Groot.
They're taking off. Quill? Quill?
I see it.
Son of a schmack!
You're accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know.
Atrio's promise is becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first. Come on.
Go!
Scott!
Whoa!
What the flark did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The loser legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
Guys!
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the flarkin' water!
And if they find us,
must
we're
be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh, yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed anyway!
Guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think. Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a diagnostic.
I don't care! Just fix it!
Scoff.
And what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
Fine.
don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest. Screw Nova Corps. Shouldn't have counted on them in the first place. Drax,
I do not wish to talk.
Fair enough. We're all pretty spent, just try to get some rest if you can.
Потрібен інколи всім.
Look, it's our great leader.
Hey.
Here to yell at me some more?
What? No.
I really don't feel like small talk.
You forgot your toast. Mora? You all right in there? Look, we're all frustrated. We did what we could with the world mind, but they weren't even listening.
It doesn't matter. They had their minds made up.
They were being kind of scut.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did nothing wrong. I was just asking them to do their job.
How about doing your job?
My job? Have you seen the size of that church ship? What am I supposed to do?
Guess you and the world mind aren't so different.
What?
Maybe it's because I had a tyrant for a dad, but I'm used to people in charge not being afraid to get scut done.
The heck?
Жорстко.
Hey, Groot, did you ever find the pack of slacking clamps I lost under your fern?
I am Groot.
I don't know, a fern-looking fern.
I am Groot.
Why would I check the leaf underside? I swear.
Hey, Groot. What's that stuff you're drinking?
I am Groot.
Looks like herbal tea, but, not sure about the smell.
I am Groot.
Say, Bud, how do you stay so level-headed?
I am Groot.
I mean, every time Scud happens and we're down in the ditch, you never seem to lose your morale.
I am Groot.
Wow. Wish I could understand that. You have it all figured out, don't you?
I am Groot.
Well, I hope you keep it up. We could all learn something from you.
Так, завжди незворушний Грут. Лагодить. Я ж не буду
Hey,
заважати.
Groot, you remember if I left the sensor nodes on standby earlier?
I am Groot.
Інколи нікому не заводить душу.
Wait. That toothbrush was in Groot's mouth. Oh.
Stop humming! I don't care if the breathy wire chewer likes your singing. I need to focus. Don't call me Rocky. I don't call you Groody.
О. У нього цей альбом залишився.
Feels like I've been awake for a whole cycle. Come on, girl. Shoo, shoo. What the f... That's how you got in? Ugh, screw it. And the bed smells. Great.
Що ж, важкий день видався для команди вартових. І всім нам потрібен відпочинок. А що буде далі, побачимо вже в наступному відео. А зараз дякую за увагу. І до нових зустрічей в цікавих та хороших іграх на каналі Вітаю.